It's not fine.
It's totally fine.
I have faith. I have faith. Oh,
Oh, I got an armor. Ah, what the? Okay, what?
Hey.
Good morning, Apex University. One of the questions I get a lot is how I know when to disengage and what I think about when I'm fighting. So I wanted to show you guys how I go through one of my own games, how I think about the things that I've done, and how I learn from the things that I get punished for. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. Peace. I noticed that he's shooting right there, so I don't want to be predictable. I don't want to run into his bullets. So instantly, just like in White Box's VOD, I said it's very powerful. Even just the box, getting that little bit of extra height makes you unpredictable, allows you to outplay him. If he stays around the corner, I can still get up here and outplay him that way, right? But that's what I'm going to be trying to do here, is not being predictable, getting above him, getting a better angle like that. I don't think I should have dropped down there. I didn't need to. I did have my teammate with me, so it's not the biggest risk, but there is just no need for me to drop down right there. I could have been playing from top. If I did drop down, I should have slide jumped over it, because that just makes me way harder to hit. Especially if I have a shotgun, I can just hip fire him when I'm doing that, so that would be more powerful. Right, and then the next enemy is up here, and I think this enemy ends up dropping on me like a madman. Yeah, he does. Okay, so I don't have any cover to work with, and because I don't have any cover to work with, there's only two things I can play around. That's the fact that I can sandwich this guy between myself and my teammates. So I'm instantly trying to get on the side of him that my teammates aren't at, so that my teammates are shooting in the back. But the other thing obviously is if I don't have cover, the only thing I can do is strafe, so that is moving left to right, and crouch during my strays at unpredictable moments. Don't hold crouch. If you hold crouch, you are too easy to hit, but instead just crouch like at the end of a strafe or something like that. So that's what I'm doing here. I see that he's above me. I think that he's going to drop on me, so I get ready for it, and when I hear him drop, I'm moving to the right crouching, moving to the left crouching. Because of that, it's harder for him to hit me, and I end up winning the fight. Okay, and then right here, corner peeking, right? With shotguns, with wingman, with stuff like that, that do burst damage, so a lot of damage in one shot. Same for snipers. Corner peeking like this is super, super powerful, because if they have an automatic weapon, like an R301, R99, or whatever, they can't get that much damage on me in that same amount of time. And he throws a grenade behind me, so I know I have to push forward. He's already low health, so I can armor swap here and push up a little bit more slowly. That was a relatively safe place to check the box, although it wasn't the safest. So I should have probably just grabbed the armor and then moved on, with grabbing more stuff in the box. Other than that, it was okay. Here, again, strafing left and right to make myself hard to hit. I was predictable here, and that's why I'm taking unnecessary damage. I shouldn't have taken this damage. It was way too predictable. I ran straight into him. I should have run into the room and used the zipline or something like that. Okay, instantly dive deeper into the room, because if people are coming from back there, I don't want to be shot in the back while I'm low health, right? So I dive deeper into the room where I can hear if there's more people coming. Now I can armor swap off him. I should grab the armor and not loot more stuff, because there might be more people in the area. So I'm overlooting right here. This is something that I'm not doing as much now. I fixed this a little bit already, but this is overlooting. And this is pre-aiming, right? I'm expecting them to come from the bottom, so I'm maintaining high ground and pre-aiming where I think they're coming from, so that I can get the first shot on them. It is very powerful. Right, I can hear that this guy is running away. That's why I'm willing to chase him. If I didn't hear that he was still running, I wouldn't have chased him like this, because again, it makes you predictable. But he's low health, and I can hear him running, so I'm able to chase him. If I hear that he stopped running, I need to not peek. Okay, I'm very low health here, so I don't take a fight at all. I run to safety, and I pop a heal. I keep running inside, because if they chase me, they're either going to be on the... Well, it's going to be behind my cam, isn't it? They're either going to be on the door on the left, or they're going to be on the door behind me. There's no way they're going to get to this door on time. So I can move forward here and finish my Phoenix, even if they push in now. Now I have a safe corner to work with, right? So now I can heal for free. So this is kind of about those heal spots we were talking about earlier in the last VOD. And I keep going up, of course, so that if they push into the building, I can engage from the top for free. And now I'm not being predictable. I've got a little bit of high ground to work with. I can see this guy standing still, and so I can punish him for it. If I get shot here because I'm peeking more than one person, it's one step back and I'm safe. That's a lot safer than if I went back into the doorway and shot them from the lower ground. I was just spamming through the smoke here, but I wasn't just spamming through the smoke here. Obviously, this building has a wall right here. He cannot go under the building right there. So I'm expecting that he's going to try to run around the building like this, right? So I am shooting right here, so that if he does run around, I can hopefully get some free damage on him, and then I can chase him on this side and finish him off. Again, predictability. I don't want to chase him here, because that's just going to waste time and give him time to heal up or disengage. So instead, I'm trying to see if I can get some early damage. But I can't, so I just take height and play from. Again, see how I'm crouching and using that high ground to my advantage, and he does more damage than me, so then I'm like, alright, well fine, I'm in a safe position so I can heal and you can't really stop me.
If you can back out and maybe...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fuck, I dropped it too. Okay, this was very poor timing. I thought I was safe underneath the building. I clearly should have scouted before I dropped down and I didn't, and because of that I end up dropping on 2 people. As soon as I see that, I know I don't want to fight 2 people because focus fire is going to destroy me, so I instantly drop a smoke and try to be unpredictable by trying to climb up. And then if I climb up, I can try to get a little bit of range, right? I'm not going for range. Why am I not going for range? I don't remember. Okay, but now I can get out. If I hadn't dropped that smoke, if my reaction was not to take the fight, because I see 2 enemies, I would have probably died there. That's a little bit of making it a habit to not take a fight when 2 enemies are looking at me at the same time.
Nice.
Isn't it faster to pop 2 shield cells than a battery in the case of healing white armor? I think battery is 5 seconds and shield cells are 3 seconds, so 1 battery would be faster. I believe. I always forget exactly how long cells are. We can check. Yeah, it's 3 seconds for a cell, so my battery is slightly faster. Right, so again, using cover here, obviously, so I can get some early information, early poke off. Pre-aiming where I expect enemies to be. I do not run straight, even though he has flesh, right? So I want to punish this guy. I do not run straight under the building where I have very little cover, because that's predictable. That's where he's aiming, that's where he's expecting me to be. So I take a different angle. I love flanks. Flanks are your friend. And because of that, he's not looking at this, and it's the freest kill of my life, right? If I had chased him straight, I would have probably taken some damage, and that just wasn't necessary. Again, strafing and crouching until I saw he wasn't looking back at me. That's when I stopped strafing just to make aiming a little bit easier, right? Okay, overall, in these fights, I have been standing out in the open a little bit too much, and I didn't scout properly when I dropped from the high ground, like a couple of mistakes there that I luckily didn't get punished for, but definitely things that I need to tighten up a little bit. I make that mistake more often of dropping from high ground without checking if there's another team pushing in, and sooner or later you're going to get punished for that, right? I should not have done that. Okay, so we hear a fight going on right here. These guys are in a fight, so we can third party. They don't expect us to come from here, obviously. The benefit of them not expecting you coming is that you can take a powerful position from which you can punish the fact not just that they're distracted and give you a powerful position for free, but also the fact that they're potentially damaged. But if this fight ends before I'm able to take a powerful position, then I have to be a little bit careful because I don't want to run into them when they can armor swap. So that's something I want to be looking out for here. Whoopsie. I'm throwing my stuff away. Okay, so one ends up being closer. I don't want to fight 2 people at the same time. I saw one right there, and then I saw one there, and so I throw a grenade to try and force one back so that I'm not exposed to 2 people, because I didn't really want to land on 2 people here. And then as soon as I see that, I see another guy here who's in a very punishable position. But if I peek over the edge to punish this guy, I'm completely exposed to the other 2 enemies, so that would be a very bad idea. I hope I don't do that. Maybe I'm about to do that. Okay, now I move to the right a little bit more where I have the rock, right, so I don't get shot from the other guys. I can chase this guy because he's moving away from his teammates, and right here I have cover behind me from the other enemies. So this is fairly safe. I am overexposed here and I really should have used the Peacekeeper there. Okay, I don't get punished for it, but that was a really bad peek on my part. I should not have done that. I shouldn't have been so overexposed when I had that rock. And for the second shot, I actually could have quite easily taken the top of that rock for free. Oh, and I'm full sending here when I see more than one enemy. I should not have done this. Okay, so I am, when I'm reloading, you notice, looking to the sides and then sliding to make myself really difficult to hit. So I am using movement to make myself more difficult to hit, but I should not have full sent this. I should have moved backwards when I saw that there was more than one enemy here. I didn't get punished for it, but look at how low health I am. This is because I took unnecessary risks, right? Obviously, this is what we were talking about in Welderman Dan's VOD before. If they push me right here, where they last saw me, that's where they are expecting me to be, so that's where they will likely push me from, I can still get around the corner here. So that's why I'm healing on the left corner of the rock, right? So that if they push me, I can hear them coming, this last enemy, and I don't have to necessarily take damage. My teammate warns me that he's coming, so I can take a pick from the rock. Crouching behind still gives me cover right there. Okay, I notice that guy is a Peacekeeper. Instantly, distance. I do not want to fight a Peacekeeper from up close when I have lower health, right? So I get distance first. Okay, I can get to the edge of zone here and gatekeep this guy most likely. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start this Phoenix. If he shows up, or sorry, this medkit. If he shows up, I can cancel this medkit, but I'm gonna start it in case he doesn't, right? So that I get full health, and I can punish him for being out in the open if I hear him pushing now. Then getting cover until the very last piece of my medkit, and then I can scout and see what's going on. Nice slides, thank you, dude. It was still overexposed. It was about a bad engage. I shouldn't have picked it like that. The slides did save me, but yeah, that was my mechanics saving me against these people. Better aim and better movement is what saved me there, but I should not have taken the. Okay.
I'll just loot this.
Okay, so I was just listening. I did not hear enemies here, but my teammate just got rest and I was afraid of people coming from there, so I was looking at the choke because that would be a very powerful position for them to push me from, so that's something that I want to avoid, right? But the position I was holding that from, I was ADSing a PK from way too far away out in the open, so that was not great. I've learned that from the why you're dying to Peacekeepers video. Create distance as soon as you hear that Peacekeeper shot. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's something very powerful to get used to. Dying to shotguns sucks in FPS games. That's just a habit you want to build for yourself. Right, waiting for the package here. Do I get a Kraber? The only reason I check packages is because I want to grab a Kraber. Okay, so I end up seeing this guy. I wasn't expecting him, right? I wasn't expecting him, so this puts me in a somewhat difficult spot. However, I've got my teammates are right behind me. I know they're right behind me, and I only see one guy. So I can now fully put some damage in this guy until I see his teammates. If I see his teammates, I have to dodge to the right, get a little bit of cover. Right, so I get some early damage on this guy. If he goes backwards, I shouldn't full send on him because I might get punished for it. But luckily he's a little bit slow in his reaction times, so I got away with it. And here, I didn't heal. And I should have. I took a fight against somebody when I was half health, and I could not have. That was obviously a mistake. Could have quickly popped the battery first. I had fast heal, I could have so easily popped the battery. And I didn't, and it's a stupid move. And done. Hold on. Where do we scout this enemy team? And what happens? Okay. Thor is moving up to the choke, which is where the next zone is. In about 30 seconds we're going to have to move. It's the last team, and he figures out that they're in choke. How do you know when to disengage? Whenever I die, I try to figure out why I died and what I should have done instead. And what that does is over time, I start to recognize patterns and situations that I've been in before where I died to a Peacekeeper because I pushed in. So what I'm doing right now, trying to figure out why I went down and what I should have done instead, what the things are that I could have been punished for, by constantly reminding myself of what I should have done instead, next time I get into this situation, I might not make the same mistake because I've told my brain to react quicker to what I should have done. Right? So in the game, this all happens really quickly and I can't pause the game and think about this. But because I'm constantly reminding myself of what I should have done instead, I can build this intuition, I can build this sixth sense of when I'm about to die. I should disengage. Should I do that? Absolutely. It's about teaching your brain to recognize the things that are going to kill you. You took so much damage from Gibby, I reckon he's OP now in a head-on 1v1. He is, you want to try to avoid head-on 1v1s. You're not just playing to play, no, you're playing to improve. Okay, I peeked too wide here, but I peeked too wide because of the Bangalore ultimate. If I'm gonna peek this wide, I should do it a little bit farther to the right where I can use this little hill as cover, right? So I shouldn't be overexposing here. This was me focusing too much on dealing damage. What application do you use? Do you mean to draw on this on the screen? Okay, I'm afraid of them pushing me here because I'm out in the open and my teammates are a little bit farther away now because they disengaged. That's why I throw that grenade right there because I don't want to get pushed. Quickly healed up the poke damage here because I have a fast heal, so that gives me an advantage. That's very good, but now I'm overexposed again, right? Although I think I heard, never mind, I heard them moving to the right side. UB's fortified perk is beast, it is indeed. Okay, so I heard them moving. I heard them moving to the right through choke right there. So instead of running straight after where they're expecting me and where they might be pre-aiming, I'm sticking to this right side where I've got that little high ground I can work with, so I'm not in any risk of taking too much damage, right? Notice right here how I don't run through that open middle area that you want to avoid. Instead I take this little bit of height where I can scout from going on. And I end up hearing that they're going farther below, but I don't hear this guy on the left. This guy is camping and being a cheese ball, so he ends up shooting me here. And here, the reason that I'm willing to shoot this while I'm still out in the open is because with this little ledge, all I need to do is take one step down, and then he has to move forward to shoot me, in which case my teammates are going to laser him. So I actually know that even though I'm in the open, this is not too risky of a situation. But I am overexposed on that reload. I should have ducked behind below the cover here, and then I would not have taken that damage. So that was not the best. Okay, here I know I don't have cover to work with, so I use the sliding mechanic instead to get him behind cover, so that I can get a battery. I shouldn't chase him predictably here. I hope I take height. Yes, I take height. Thank God I didn't embarrass myself. Because if I chased him predictably, I might run into a peacekeeper. I can see him from the shot. I prevent him from closing the door on me. And then it's just free damage, right? I should have re-jammed at my peacekeeper already. I didn't. That's a small mechanical mistake, but ends up being alright here. Right, and now there's 2 down and there should be 1 enemy left. Okay, so the lifeline self-rest. I thought she was dead, but she self-rest and healed. So the nade gives away where she is. And because I have my teammates with me, I can full send. But I know that there was another enemy on the right side, because my teammate pinged that. So by pushing forward into the lifeline here, I'm actually potentially exposing myself to 1 and then 2 enemies. So that's actually a really bad move. I should have stayed where I was and then shot from there, where it was considerably safer. Turns out she's the last one. The ping of the enemy was false from her teammate, but I still shouldn't have done that if I... So, yeah, a couple small mistakes there and I ended up getting knocked for it once. Once I get away with it, bad push because of decent movement, but definitely a couple mistakes in there that we could fix. They're mistakes I make a lot, you know. I'm taking a fight a little bit too aggressively when I've taken a bunch of damage. No, I don't like it. Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Everybody leave. Nope. 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 I'm out. I'm out. No!
Comes running around the corner.
Two more.
Pathfinder and Wraith fighting. They literally face to face.
I feel like this sums up our games for today, dudes. What the shit?